So today we're taking a look at definitely one of the crazier sneakers that have released this year. It was actually pretty hard to get my hands on, but a lot of you guys kept asking for this review and I just kind of felt like I had to get them in. So let's not waste any time with this one. Let's get straight into it. Let's break them open. Let's break them down. Today we're taking a look at the Yeezy Knit Runner Boot. Alright, so here is the box, and it is by far the biggest Yeezy box that I have ever had. As you can see on the top, it says Knit Runner. I guess they ran out of space. They couldn't fit the boot in there. The text would be too small. However, if you take a look on the side, you can see Yeezy Knit Runner and then BT for boot. So let's slide these open, man. Let's break them open. Let's see what we're working with today. It is the Yeezy Knit Runner Boot. And here they are, looking crazier than ever. Now, obviously, Yeezy released their Knit Runner earlier this year, but that wasn't enough of a polarizing sneaker, right? So they slapped a blanket on the top and added an outsole from a tank, and then now we have this. No joke, these things are even more insane when you unbox them, you take a look at them, you're feeling them, and you put them on, you'll rethink footwear. So I've had these for a couple days now, and I guess the first kind of impression when I pulled them out of the box was mostly intrigue. You know, I was kind of feeling them around, looking at them, inspecting them, trying them on, looking at myself in the mirror and stuff like that. However, after having them for a while, a couple other thoughts came to mind. Like, one of the things I thought about is like how everybody's calling this like futuristic, like it looks super futuristic, this is the future of footwear, whatever it is. But when I put these on, I just kind of got like ancient vibes about them. Like, looking at these and wearing these, I kind of thought like, yo, the inspiration behind this pair of shoes is like an Arctic ancient civilization, their footwear that they dug up from the ground and it's now sitting in a museum. That's the kind of vibes it gave me. Either way, the boot is here. It is from 2021. In fact, these dropped in November and they retail for a crazy $400. They dropped exclusively in the US, so I'm not even going to give a UK conversion. Maybe these things have a worldwide release in the future. However, for right now, US only. This is the Sulfur colorway, and yeah, they're $400. Now, that retail price, although is very high, doesn't seem as crazy when you unbox them and you feel them. Like, maybe premium isn't the word that I would use, but definitely a very high level of craftsmanship went into this pair of shoes. Like, they feel substantial, they feel heavy, and they feel very well made. So let's get into the actual construction, right? What are these made out of? Well, essentially, it's very similar to the actual Knit Runner sneaker that we saw release earlier this year. In fact, it's the exact same colorway, so sulfur, this yellow mixed with the tan on the top. So you've got the same mix of a foam shell overlaid by this knit material. They definitely do feel a lot softer than the Knit Runners. Like, I can just squish them around, which is something I couldn't really do with the Knit Runners. They felt a lot more solid. So it does still have the text on the top around the ankle area, something that the Yeezy Knit Runner had. However, the Knit Runner only had the sides. This one adds waterproof and designed in USA. Now, the whole waterproof thing I find pretty hard to believe. Like, are these really waterproof. They're pretty much made of knit. Now, I'm not going to test it, but again, it says it on here. I don't know, maybe there's some return policy. Now, as you move up from that text, you get to the part which I guess wraps around your leg, this upper part, which again kind of feels like a blanket. It's a canvas material which feels really soft, again kind of like a blanket. Now, you do have a little Velcro elasticated strap to kind of tighten it up. You can tighten it all the way and make it really hug your leg, or you can just leave it open for a kind of loose fit. However you want to style these things, however you can style these things, you got options. Now, let's quickly touch on this outsole before we get into the center of this sneaker and how it feels on foot. Well, obviously you can see this is a pretty aggressive outsole traction pattern. It's super wavy, something that we've seen on like the Yeezy slides or the Yeezy Boots. Now, this one does come a lot more spiky, like these spikes stick out from the side, and you can most definitely see it when you're wearing it, even from a top-down view. They do also have this wavy pattern to them, so they look pretty cool, but it definitely adds something just even crazier to this pair of shoes. So what's the practicality like? All right, how do these fit? How do these feel? Well, first off, let me get something straight. Let me be honest with you guys. I really think the main focus of this sneaker is fashion in terms of practicality. Like, I really can't imagine anybody scaling a mountain or wearing these as a work boot. So I feel like the large majority of people who buy this pair of shoes, it's going to be for the style. And maybe that kind of goes without saying, but if you are someone who is going to be wearing these around, there definitely is a few things that you need to know, starting with the sizing. These fit very, very snug, very, very small. I went a half size up like I do with pretty much all of my Yeezys, and that still isn't really enough. They feel a little bit too tight for my preference. I would definitely recommend going at least a full size up. And then the kind of comfort or the feel on foot, well, if you stick your hand down into the depths of this sneaker, you can definitely feel that they've done some pretty interesting thing with the padding, specifically around the ankle area. You get two kind of pillows that just kind of hold on to your Achilles, which feels really nice when you have your foot in there. But I definitely applaud the creative aspirations from Yeezy brand, and hey, this could be the future. This could be what everybody's wearing in a couple years. Something we've seen time and time again with Yeezy brand. They create something that initially is incredibly polarizing and people say that it's trash, and then a few years down the line we're all wearing it. Now, with that being said, I've pretty much gone over everything there is to know about the Yeezy boot. Let me know if you have any other questions about this pair of sneakers down in the comment section, and let me know what you think of these down in the comment section as well. I'd love to know your guys' opinion on these crazy boots. But like I said, that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you so much for coming through, hanging out for yet again another video. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one, but until then. I don't know, man. I didn't like them, but I kind of like them now. I feel like I could wear these, you know? Could get used to it. What you think?
Yeah, they look cool.
They look cool. Is that what you honestly think?